Hey guys, Brian here with English Mountain Outdoors. I'm going to do a little video on fatwood today. Where to find it, how to get it harvested, process it for fire. As you can see, I have a ton here. There are pines down everywhere. So I'm going to walk out here and find me some. I'll show you what I look for. Actually, right over here. This one may be a little far gone, but there's still a little bit in it. You can look, knock out a bunch of stuff. I'll actually find a different one. This one's a little bit far gone for me, but you can see there's pine down everywhere here. I'm gonna walk up this way. Find a good one. A couple bad storms a few years ago took a lot of this down. This is a great resource for fatwood. I can haul it out of here by the truckload. I'm gonna stop the video and go see if I can find a better piece, and I'll get set back up and I'll be back shortly. Okay, I found one. I like to get them when they're still standing. It makes it a lot easier, a lot more likely to find what you're looking for. This one's actually in real good shape for me. That right down there is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna get my camera set up here and start sawing this up, and I'll show you how to get the fatwood out of it. Okay, so I got the piece. I knocked it over. I don't know how well you can see it, but this stuff down in here is what I'm going to be after. I'll take my axe. I usually take my saw. This wood down in here is saturated with pine sap, and it's great for fire starting. Try to get all the rotten stuff off. As you can see, kind of looks wet, and it is. It's sticky. I'll chuck this up into small pieces and it's good stuff. I'm gonna stop the video, get this busted up a little bit, maybe give me a couple more pieces, and I'll be back to show you how I process it for going in my fire kits, stuff like that. I'll be right back. I got it busted up. You get down in the center, you get up here closer, you can see stuff is real sappy. These standing dead pines, the sap just soaks down to the bottom, and the bottom couple feet or so, super good wood. Don't want to burn it in the fireplace. It makes a lot of creosote, but for campfires it's unbeatable. And what I'll normally do is I'll give me a bunch of shavings, and then normally when I go out and get fatwood, I'll sit at home and I'll carve me a bunch up just to have in my fire kit. This is what I normally keep with me. I've got some char cloth and then a bunch of these shavings off of that. Stuff is crazy. It takes a spark almost instantly. I'll show you here. My fire kit, I've always got a piece of tinder fungus. This is the crack cap polyspore. Did a video on that a couple weeks ago. I keep busted up pieces of fatwood, small pieces, going up to a little bit bigger, and then when I'm out in the woods, I'll get me some big chunks. And really, the bigger chunks don't even have to be the fatwood. They can be any kind of pine. They'll burn real good. But as far as getting a fire started, I'll take a handful of shavings and get down here. I've got this ready to go. I'm going to move my camera down a little bit closer so you can actually see it taking the spark. Give me just a minute and I'll be back. Okay, like I said, I'll take my shavings that I've carved off of this stuff, some small pieces. I try to have plenty of small stuff ready because it burns hot, it burns quick. As long as you got plenty of this laying here, you can almost get really wet wood burning with it. I try to find as dry a tinder or kindling as I can, but this is how it goes. We'll see. Takes a spark real quick. I'll throw some small pieces on here. Like I said, this stuff, it lights up like it's soaked in gas. Super flammable. Pine sap is a great fire starter. If you can find a chunk of sap on the side of a tree, you can get some flame to it. It'll burn and burn and burn. Gets a great fire going. And you can see that's burning real hot. And with just what little bit that is, that'll probably burn for 5 minutes, which is plenty of time to get some tinder or kindling on it, get a good fire going. Like I said, it burns. You don't want to smell the smoke too much, breathe it. pretty toxic smelling. It's black. A lot of black smoke coming out of it. I guess you can probably see that on the video, but trying to burn up my stuff here. Great resource. Just about any woods you can find dead pines. They're just about everywhere. It's a little windy today, but I'm not gonna build a big fire. Just wanted to show you how quick and fast that fatwood will go up. Super awesome stuff. Easy to find. And I'll show you again in a little bit something else I do. Some of these trees that are down. Great stuff. I'm going to show you a couple different ways I get some of this, and it all seems to work the same. It doesn't have to be right at the bottom of the tree, although the bottom of the tree does have the most sap concentration. That's where this came from, so it definitely burns a little faster and hotter. And now I've gone out, I've got wet trees. In fact, it's been raining off and on pretty much the last couple weeks here. Not a whole lot of sunshine. And this is still super flammable. I'm not even sure water would soak into this. I actually may try that. May try to soak some in some water and see what happens. You can still light it. And I'm gonna let this burn out. Like I said, it'll burn long enough. You can get a fire going with this stuff real quick and easy. I spent maybe 10 minutes making some shavings this morning for this. Another 10 minutes cutting the piece out, getting my pieces split down. Like I said, I like to split it down into stuff about that size. I can throw that on there, it'll catch right up. And I'll show you here. Stuff is one of the best natural fire starters you can get. In fact, you can buy this in bags. I know Lowe's and Home Depot, they all sell it. I think you can get a 4-pound bag for $5 or $6, and it's a big bag. Like I said, this stuff catches up and just burns and burns and burns. Lasts a long time. I'll let this burn out, and I'm gonna show you some other ways I was getting some. Works about the same. So I'll be back in just a minute.